Are you going to happy hour?
No.
Why?
I'm gonna watch TV.
My favorite TV show is American Idol. I really feel like Justin Guarini could have won in a post-Obama America. I thought he had great hair, a good smile, and I think Simon was just too hard on him, but Randy really knew what he was talking about.
Wouldn't it be great if I just talked about how Orwellian everything has gotten? This might just go down as the best episode. I think we need to subvert that. I think things have gotten a little too out of hand, and too many people, myself included, are operating strictly on impulse when it comes to clicking these videos that are really truly just boring and depressing. They get you angry, they get you sad, and then you find yourself in a deep, dark pit where you're focusing your attention into some kind of disdain. Maybe you want to blame all of society's woes on boomers because it makes you feel better about your own failures and shortcomings. I don't know. You know what I think we need to do? I think I need to step in here and clarify one thing. The only surveillance that matters here is the surveillance happening in the Big Brother house on the CBS lot. Big Brother, hosted by Julie Chen and her now fired rapist husband, Les Moonves. Yes, we're going to be talking about that kind of Big Brother. That's the only Big Brother that matters for the next 30-some-odd minutes. How about that, okay? Just forget about the fact that you're being watched through your webcam right now by some 48-year-old FBI agent named Steve, okay? That's irrelevant. I am going to introduce you to a game like no other game. We are back for episode 6.
Let's play with LowRes.
I got turned on recently to this website, brandsteel.net, courtesy of Rob Has a Podcast, where, these 38-year-old men are just kind of clicking away, playing out simulations of all sorts of reality TV programs. It's kind of strange and peculiar. I don't know who would come up with this kind of thing. But I am a fan of the reality television, and in the past I have dabbled with potentially getting onto these programs, got very, very close with one. My thought was, instead of playing out one of these simulations as a game for this program, using a collective of reality television personalities that the people watching this would have no clue who the hell they are, why don't I do a low-res Wonder Bread simulation? Oh yes, we're going to be playing out an entire game, an entire season of reality television, particularly the summer sensation Big Brother. And it will be kind of celebrity themed. Although, the definition of celebrity here is kind of loose, much like the actual celebrity Big Brother. So we're going to be playing this out, and I'm just about to introduce you to the cast of the first ever low-resolution Big Brother. I wanted to get some recognizable faces, some recognizable names in the mix, people that you would feel at home with, so maybe you're not entirely bored watching this play out. And I don't understand how you could even be bored. First of all, this is an all-star cast that I plucked. I handpicked them myself. And second, the game of Big Brother, if you're not familiar with it, it's probably one of the most exciting competitions to watch. Most people are tuning into the Olympics. Those people are duds. Most of the world is checking out soccer, football, and it's particularly gross when Americans watch football and are actually invested in it. I'm talking about European football here, like I clarified a moment ago. Soccer, not American football, which to the rest of the globe is just a non-factor. It's irrelevant. Big Brother requires a degree of social prowess. You don't have to win competitions to necessarily win the game, which is what makes it so dynamic and interesting to me is the strategic component Because you can do everything right on paper that, you know, a sports fan or somebody who's even a fan of chess would say, you know, this person's on track to win because they've done X, Y, and Z. And yet, you can still blow it at the end hardcore.
Congratulations, Nicole! You are the winner of Big Brother! Congratulations, Josh! You are the winner!
If you piss off people along the way, they might not vote for you to win. The format of Big Brother is somebody wins a competition. That person then nominates 2 people to be evicted, and then the rest of the house, sans the nominees and the head of household, who is the competition winner, will vote to evict one of those 2 people, and they will be banished from the house permanently. There is a little bit of a twist thrown in there where the nominees and the head of household and 3 randomly drawn participants will have an opportunity to win the power of veto. And what the veto does is essentially you have the ability to save one of the nominees, and it also grants yourself immunity for the week. So you win that, you're golden, you can peel someone off the block, and then the head of household, who's the first competition winner, will have to put somebody else up. If you're still confused by that, you're gonna get more familiar with it. We're going with the traditional Big Brother setup. And by traditional, I don't mean like Big Brother US Season 1, aka European Big Brother, where the voting public is deciding on who stays and who goes. That's fucking boring. I remember that happened, and then they voted out the 2 or 3 interesting people right off the bat. We're gonna have 12 contestants, and then I am throwing in a twist of my own. Mamma mia, a spice added to the mix that has never been added before. First off, right up the top, we have Alexandra, our first contestant, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, who, you know, is really just kind of a scary woman. You know, she's really frightening. Debate Ben Shapiro. What do you mean? You're trying to rape me? Is that what you're really saying here? You don't want to mess with this girl. Certainly not. You know, but regardless of politics, she is kind of an it girl at the moment. And next up, we actually have a duo. We have the hottest celebrity couple that is just destined to end in a murder-suicide. We have Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson, another frightening person. Pete Davidson, he has given me some hardcore, violent vibes. I could have included Peter Falk. Who gives a shit about Peter Falk? We have Frank Columbo here, the master detective of the 1960s to early aughts television series Columbo. You know, he is really going to be a force to be reckoned with in this house. I think he's going to be great at the mental competitions. He will be fantastic at strategy. Next up, we have Maggie Gyllenhaal, who is really just a lumpy-faced woman. May Parker, Aunt May, the original Aunt May, not the hot Aunt May of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We don't want to even think about her. She's disgusting. Your aunt is supposed to be this old, feeble woman who bakes you cookies and you know, tucks you in at night. Not, you know, you're not supposed to be staring at her tits. O.J. Simpson. And O.J. Simpson is really somebody who could have a genuine redemption arc this season of Low Resolution Big Brother. Anything is possible. This next contestant is somebody who has kind of had a rough couple of years. They haven't been particularly relevant since garnering the most watched YouTube video of all time. We're talking about Psy here, much like Madonna, just one name, Psy. Next up, the sexy gremlin from Gremlins 2. You know, you kind of take a look at her and you almost understand where Adam from Your Movie Sucks is coming from. We also have the female cast of HOUSU. And now, typically, I don't like team participants. That really rubs me the wrong way. You know, if I'm tuning into, I don't know, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and Spencer Pratt and Heidi Pratt are on the same team. It's like, no, they're individual people. We got to keep them separate but equal. You know, I couldn't help but pick the entire selection of HOUSU as opposed to one girl in particular who would almost surely be in her 60s at this point. And then how about this? It would not be a proper low-resolution Big Brother if we did not have yours truly, Low-Res Wonder Bread, who I will be competing as myself as I play this out, because it is a game. It's not just a simulation. You can actively play the Big Brother game. And, you know, of course, I'm going to be in the house. I'm perhaps one of the growing stars budding among this selection of top-list celebrities. Joining me is Hans Barboza, aka Hans, and you know, we had to include Hans in the mix. If I'm gonna be in there, Hans has to be in there. This is really like the dream team. You know, I'm gonna call this as the final two right now. We already got a pre-game alliance here. Hans, you know, he's not gonna be great at the social game. We've seen this time and time again. People rage quitting over things that Hans has said and done. It's happened multiple times. He is quite the hot button of controversy, and I have no doubt in my mind that if he's not evicted first, he's gonna be rubbing people the wrong way. Also, it's time for the first twist of the season. We're throwing in Cybernetic Ebert, whose series, there are no views on any of those fucking videos. If he's the fan favorite of the season, maybe we'll get a 4th episode of Cybernetic Ebert of the year 2000. Maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? He's in the mix. It's the first twist of the season, and we are about to begin the game. There's no turning back now. Say goodbye to yesterday. We're entering tomorrow. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. The game has already begun, and it seems that I have 3 different alliances. I've got one alliance with Hans, who is my ace here in this game. And then we have an alliance with Psy, the South Korean singer. And perhaps there's some conversation there since my girlfriend is South Korean. You know, there's a bond developed there. He reminds me of my girlfriend. And then we also have Cybernetic Ebert, Hans Lam, LowRes Wonderbread, and my showmance for the season, the Sexy Gremlin. Now, I have 3 options here competing for this first competition. I can put my best effort into winning it, which on the surface, you know, you want to do. A lot of people play this game, Big Brother, and they're like, I don't want to win the first household. Those people are retards. I could throw the challenge and be one of them, or I could let nature take its course and decide naturally. Well, I'll tell you what right now. I like steering my own fate, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to put my best effort into it. Aunt May, predictably, finishes in last place. She's terrible, she's old, she's weak, she's feeble. Alexandra, you know, maybe she's overthinking it a little bit. She drops second. OJ is out again. Aww. Not a good finish for yours truly. Not particularly pleasant. If I'm giving it my all and I'm out fucking 4th, this is bad. Hans is right behind me. Pete, Cybernetic Ebert, Ariana, Maggie, the female cast of HOUSU. And it's either going to be Psy, who's my ally, so I'm kind of hoping he gets this one. COLUMBO or the Sexy Gremlin. Let's just skip to the winner, and it is the Sexy Gremlin. How about that? Oh, man. Hans, you are safe. LowRes, you are safe. Oh, boy. The boys are back in town. How about that? Pete. You know, if I have my way, Pete will be out as soon as I win head of household. He's a look at his face. He looks like an ant. COLUMBO, you are safe. Cybernetic Ebert, you are safe. Ariana, you are safe, so the showmance remains intact. Maggie is safe. Aunt May is safe. OJ is safe. And Psy, you are safe. That means, the female cast of HOUSU and Alexandra are on the block. Sexy Gremlin as HOH and the female cast of HOUSU and Alexandra as nominees will participate in the POV. Gremlin draws me! Oh my god, my wildest dreams come true. Ebert, he's in the mix. And OJ. This is truly anybody's game. I'm gonna put my best effort into winning it this time and see how it goes. Oh my god, top 3, and I have won the power veto. What should I do with this newly found power? This is remarkable. Do I dare use this newfound power? I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's the right time to put the veto to use. I don't want to come off as somebody who's a mover and a shaker just yet, so I am not going to use the power veto. Either of these ladies can go, and you know, we have to interact with a house guest now, or do something to stand out, or stay out of the spotlight. Do we want to play under the radar, over the top, or do we want to build a relationship? How about we build a relationship with... May Parker. Aunt May and LowRes Bond. You know, I was always one for wooing the older ladies, but, you know, she's a little out of my bracket. Who do I vote to evict? You know, I'm going to vote to evict the female cast of HOUSU. Because, you know, Alexandra, she's just one woman. But this is almost 9 ladies, and, you know, there's just 4 in the picture. By a vote of 10-0. Holy shit. We were all on the same page. Later, bitches, into the next round. I'm going to decide naturally here for the HOH. Oh my god, top 3, but also my arch nemesis Pete Davidson is in the mix. And you know, I am just disturbed by the idea of him having such a power. This could go really bad for everybody. Mankind. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. We are on a power trip this week. Oh boy. I am the new head of household. This is remarkable. Who do we want to nominate here? Who is looking threatening? Pete Davidson. I mean, the guy's got to go. Do I want to put his girlfriend next to him on the block? Gee whiz. That would be the smartest strategic move. But it also seems particularly cruel. So I'm gonna put Maggie Gyllenhaal on the block next to him. You know, two really just, whew, their faces. I'm gonna put my best effort into winning it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pete did not win it, and it was Maggie. Fuck. Maggie's safe. I gotta put up a new nominee. I'm gonna put up Alexandra OCASIO-CORTEZ, because she's a block veteran. She's not gonna be bummed out by this, so look, you're on the block, miss. But my target is indeed Pete. The pressure of the game gets to LowRes, leading them to have a public emotional breakdown. The power, it can be a bit too much sometimes. By a vote of 5-4. Oh, Jesus Christ. If Pete Davidson stays, and it's that one vote, and it could have been prevented by putting up ARIANA Grande, this will be whew, treacherous. It'll be a big blunder on my behalf. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alexandra OCASIO-CORTEZ has been evicted. My master plan has really blown up in my face. It could be me going next as a result of this. This is bad news bears. Ariana's in last. The house guests each stand behind the wire fence. You know, these descriptions are fucking boring. Let's just get to the winner here. Oh boy. Not Maggie, please. And it's Maggie, of course. And she has put up... Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Of course, I'm on the block, and I'm on the block with O.J. Simpson. Hans is participating. Pete. Oh, Pete. Oh, no. Who do I want to pick? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I guess the sexy gremlin. Fuck. This is tough. This could be an early exit for yours truly. Oh, fourth place. Come on, Hans. Not Pete or Maggie. Hans, please. Oh, Jesus, fuck. It's Pete Davidson. Oh, and he uses it on OJ, so people have grown more comfortable with me being on the block. If it's fucking Hans, it's Cybernetic Ebert, one of my allies. This is not good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It's 5-3. No! No! I finally live out one of my smallest dreams of playing Big Brother. And I'm the third person. I don't even make it on the jury. Unbelievable. 11th place. That's not even all-star material. I'm not coming back for the next season. I'm done. Wow. Third person evicted. This fucking stinks. Hans, avenge me, please. Congrats, Ebert. Pete Davidson. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cybernetic Ebert. And Pete saves himself. Ah, whatever. OJ's on the block. Ariana votes to evict Maggie. Columbo votes to evict OJ. Hans votes to... Why? Why, Hans? Maggie. 2 votes Maggie. 2 votes OJ. Maggie. Oh my God. Betrayal. See, you can't trust this Pete Davidson. He's a real psychopath. All the stars going early. The sexy gremlin is the new head of household. She has nominated, thank you, Hans, Columbo, and Cybernetic Ebert are in contention. And it looks like Hans is winning the veto this time. Congratulations, Hans. Well done. It's about time you stepped it up. Fucking prick. By a vote of 4-2, Maggie, you're done. You know, she survived the block quite a few times. Not too shabby. Columbo is our new head of household. This makes sense. Columbo is a very sharp guy. You know, he's an older man. He's the token old man of the house. But he's, you know, his brain is like no other. Very curious to see who Columbo will nominate. Oh, jeez. Hans is on the block. We need somebody from Team LowRes to make it to the end. And Hans, maybe I should have picked Jake. I don't know. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Whew. Way to go, Hans. You really needed that. I think they would have evicted his ass. Boom. Hans saves himself. Yes. Yes. The pressure of the game gets to Aunt May, leading to a public emotional breakdown. She needs to keep it together this round. Pete Davidson is a sly bastard. He's dirty. You know, he's a downright scoundrel. Ariana, obviously, she's going to evict May. She's not going to evict her boyfriend. So that is 1 vote for Aunt May. Cybernetic Ebert votes for Pete. Hans, you better have voted for Pete. Votes for Pete. 1 more, and Pete, he's gonzo. Cy votes, oh my God, Cy. I'm tired of these close votes. By a vote of 3-2. Aunt May, are you fucking serious? You vote out the old cripple? This is very disturbing. I don't like the kind of precedent that's being set here. So we're down to the final 7. Ariana and Pete. End of the line. Cybernetic Ebert. Finally, someone has the balls to do it. I should have done it in my 2nd week, otherwise I wouldn't have been evicted 3rd. Pete finishes last. That's what I love to hear. Music to my ears. And Ebert has the veto. He's not going to use the veto. He'd be a madman to use this veto. That's correct. Now, it will be interesting to see who gets evicted here, because I think on paper, the obvious answer has to be Pete. He's much more of a threat. She hasn't won a single competition. She's pleasant to look at. Pete, you know, you could have mistaken him for the sexy gremlin. Columbo. Oh, come on. Are you fucking serious, Columbo? Hans, he knows what's up. He's not a fool. Hans votes to evict Pete. Cy votes to, oh, Jesus Christ. Now, if it goes to a tie, technically Pete could go, because then the head of household breaks that tie. The gremlin votes, oh, Jesus. See, this is the problem with girls, is they always get jealous of the other girls. The fact that they just let Pete Davidson slide right into the final 6 over Ariana Grande, who's not a threat whatsoever, is disgusting. Ariana finishes in 7th place. Here we go. Going into the final 6, 5 men, 1 woman. If Cy wins this, that means that Hans will probably be safe for the week. Otherwise, I think we're seeing Cy and Hans on the block, and that's not good for anybody. Columbo. The 2 racially ambiguous fellows have been put on the block. Pete and Hans both lose. I think it's going to be Gremlin. Yep, I was right. I was on the money. She has done nothing with the POV. Pete breaks down and threatens to quit. Good. Because he can feel his untimely demise coming. Sexy Gremlin votes for Pete. This is a good start. Cy. Why would you vote for Hans? This makes no sense. This is stupid. The last vote goes to Cybernetic Ebert by a vote of 2-1. I don't even want to look. Oh, fuck! Come on, really? They voted out Hans over Pete Davidson. Gremlin is the HOH, making it so that a woman will indeed be sitting in the final 4. She has nominated Pete Davidson and Cy, and I have a feeling, just a gut instinct here, that Cy is going to be evicted. Columbo wins the power veto. Will he use it? Probably not. No. Columbo's playing a stellar game here. Columbo holds a house meeting to apologize for his behavior in the house, and it is well received. I think Columbo's our winner. He's playing a very masterful game. Ebert votes to evict Pete. Could it be another tie? I don't know. My gut says no. Columbo votes to evict. This is just this is a series of embarrassments. Truly, just me being perpetually wrong. The last vote will be cast by the Gremlin, and she has voted to evict Pete Davidson. Oh fuck! Evil has been defeated, and we can at least rest knowing that Pete Davidson will not be the inaugural winner of Low Resolution Big Brother. And I feel good about that. I think you should feel good about that. Our final 4 is Cybernetic Ebert, Frank Columbo, Cy, and the sexy Gremlin. Gremlin is playing the hardest game. She's got the most wins in the competitions. Columbo, very satisfactory performance thus far. He's been kind of under the radar since the beginning. But now we're starting to see that he's playing this social game. Cybernetic Ebert, you know, he's an android. So he's been doing fairly well at the competition. Cy, he's a non-factor. He's the lovable goofball. HOH competition, and the winner is Columbo. The nominees are Cy and Cybernetic Ebert. It is clear that his loyalties ultimately lie to the Gremlin, because who could fathom that the inaugural winner could be a sexy Gremlin? I see her cutting his throat at the final 3. if she has that competition there. And the winner of the final power veto of the season is Cybernetic Ebert. Couldn't have come at a more clutch time. Here we go. He's going to save himself, and the gremlin is on the block. This would be the best time to evict that gremlin, because I do think if she gets to the final 3, she's winning it. She's getting taken to the end, and she's got probably 2 or 3 votes locked up minimum. Ebert is the sole vote for this round. Who will he vote to evict? This is shaping up to be an exciting endgame, even though it doesn't feature yours truly. The gremlin has been evicted. She is 4th place. If I had to guess, I think Cybernetic Ebert and Columbo are most likely candidates to win the season. I believe that whoever wins this final competition will take Cy to the end, and Cy will get no votes whatsoever. I think they will win in a landslide. Part 1 has been won by Cy. The next part is won by Ebert. Who is our final HOH? Is it Cy? Is it Ebert? Here we go. It's Ebert. Redemption for Ebert. His series is a dud. Can he come back and become the first low-resolution Big Brother winner? It is entirely possible if he evicts Columbo. If he evicts Cy, I think that's going to be a lethal mistake. Cybernetic Ebert has voted. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Who would have voted for Cy to win? This is a critical miscalculation. And this is our final 2. Ebert has won 5 competitions. He's played a very sleek game. Frank Columbo has been kind of the tortoise going off against the hare in this race, where, you know, he kind of had a slow start, and then as he went along, it became clearer and clearer that he was this social mastermind. I do think Columbo is going to win, but I've been wrong about 87 times to this point, so it could go either way. I think it will be a close vote. 4-3, 5-2, something within that ballpark. Here we go. We have 7 jurors. The last 7 people voted out. The first 4 people evicted, including yours truly, do not get a vote. Maggie votes for Columbo to win. I called this. Cy votes for Ebert to win. See, he's not a bitter juror. He's not a sore sport. Good guy, that's Cy. The sexy gremlin, I think her vote is locked up for Columbo personally. Gremlin has voted for Ebert to win. Hans has voted for Ebert to win. You know, you got to keep it in the family, the LowRes family. If Ebert wins, I mean, it's kind of like a co-win for Hans and I, because he was the 3rd wheel there. I did create the man. It's 3 votes Ebert, 1 vote Columbo. If Ebert gets 1 more vote, that's a wrap, and Ebert's our winner. Aunt May has voted for Columbo to win. That's 3 votes Ebert, 2 votes Columbo. The last 2 votes are Pete and Ariana. And honestly, if they flip this over to Columbo, it would be very fitting in a disastrous way. Even though Columbo would be a fantastic winner, we have to have a low-res person win. Ariana has cast her vote for Ebert, which means Ebert wins by a vote of 5-2. Congratulations, Ebert. You are the first winner of a low-resolution Big Brother. How about that? A happy ending at the end of the day. Ebert defeats Columbo by a vote of 5-2. And so that is a wrap on Low Resolution Big Brother. Came in 11th place. Should go fucking kill myself. liked to rag on him a lot. You know, it was a kind of a fun thing. We would try to make him, you know, jerk us off to try and, like, all calm ourselves down, because we're like animals. He would come in and he'd start, you know, give everybody, you know, friendly, I don't want to call them hand jobs, then it sounds like a sexual thing, and that's gross.
The line is, listen, I'm sorry. I'm here to help. We need to go to the hospital.
Come on, we'll go to the hospital. We'll get this sorted out.
That was terrible.
I'm sorry, listen. Come on, get your shit, we're going to the hospital.
Gary, come back.
Listen, put your shit together. Now let's go to the hospital.
Ugh, cut. Be panicked.
I'll take you to the fucking hospital.
Take 4, Gary, close up.